If Mary and Joseph presented Jesus to the temple, to the building, we can also say that you and I, being the temple, Mary and Joseph is presented Jesus to the temple, to you and me who are the living temple, a God the Father. Everybody's full awake, huh? That being the case. Now, who are the ones who bring Jesus to the temple? Mary and Joseph. Essentially, because they are being obedient to the law, obedient to our Lord Jesus Christ. And it is here we come to see the mentality of Joseph and Mary. What is now the mentality of Joseph and Mary? Imagine Mary and Joseph. I am the mother of Jesus. I don't have to follow that because I am the mother of Jesus. Now I'm not going to follow the tradition. I am not going to follow what is being prescribed after 4 years because I am the mother of Jesus. And if everybody wants to come to Jesus, come to my house. From 10 to 4. But this is not the mentality of Mary and Joseph. All the contrary. The mentality is to do the will of God with humility, with kindness. Not for them to be at the center, but to allow Jesus Christ to be at the center. And that is so important for us. Because it answers a question for us that many times we bring, or we can bring, is like, do I really have to do this? Do I really have to pray? Do I really have to help someone who is in need? And here, if we follow that mentality, we can say, like Mary and Joseph bring Jesus to the temple, and we celebrate this beautiful celebration, likewise, you and I, we are being obedient. But also to do it in such a way, family, to take a close look to our attitudes, the way we think, so that it will be enlightened to the way Mary and Joseph come to bring Jesus to the temple. Another important thing here, family, for all of us is, yes, Jesus is in the temple, but we know that he, as a baby, he was not able to come by himself. So, Jesus Christ went to the temple, but because Mary and Joseph brought him. Now, who is going to bring Jesus to the neighborhood? Who is going to bring Jesus to Riverside, to San Bernardino? Who is going to bring Jesus for those who do not have anything to eat? Those who need comfort. Who is going to be doing that? Marriage with a big smile from heaven is like, family, you and I. Jesus wants to reach out, to go to the temple, but to the temple of those temples who are being destroyed, those temples who need kindness, hope, those temples who need the encouragement that comes from our Lord Jesus Christ. And this is where everything changes. Because as we know, we are in very much to bring Jesus to the temple, but the temple of the human person with the dignity that comes from being a child of God. So you and I, we play a very important role to bring Jesus to the temple of the human person. How are we doing with this? It's an important thing for us to reflect. Along these lines, we see the great privilege for Simon and for Anna when it came to Jesus. How come Anna was able to see Jesus, to encounter Jesus? How come? The answer was because Anna was in the temple. She was praying, she was fasting, she was there dedicated to the temple. So if you and I, we want to encounter Jesus, what do we have to do? Be in the temple, be fasting, be praying, and glorifying the Lord. I'm so happy to see that many of you are constantly here in the temple. So that is happening. What a great privilege for Anna to have this encounter. And out of that encounter, Anna became a missionary disciple to tell the whole world who is Jesus Christ. And now out of the encounter that you and I were having, we go and also become a missionary disciple to tell others who Jesus Christ is. For Simon, he was praying that he wanted to see the Lord before he will go up, before he will pass away, to see the Lord. He was praying, dedicating, and his wish was granted before he passed away. And then he has this powerful proclamation, the light of the world. Jesus Christ for the Gentiles, for the Jewish, for everybody. Yes, we are very much interested about their testimony. But family, at this very moment, what we are very much interested in is about your testimony, my testimony, and how we have encountered Jesus Christ in the temple, in the streets, in the areas where people are waiting to come and to experience our Lord Jesus Christ. And then we can see how Jesus Christ has been here with us in the temple. So here comes one question. What is your testimony? What is my testimony? At this very moment, in your own thinking, where are you with this? Where am I with this? Because we cannot afford not to bring Jesus to the temple. And then, family, if we do this, these lights, these candles will become really light. But who will be that candle? You and I going into. You and I giving water to the one who is thirsty. You and I giving comfort to the one who is rejected. And this is not anymore about words or good desires, but this is a way of us to take apostolic action. Querida familia, hoy celebramos la presentación del niño Jesús, que la vemos de diferentes formas, y una de ellas es cómo es que María y José fueron obedientes a la ley. Como les comentaba fácilmente, María, con una mentalidad fuera de lo que es de Dios, hubiera dicho, yo no voy a llevar a Jesucristo al templo porque ya soy la madre de Jesús, yo tengo todos los privilegios, yo voy a romper con esa tradición. Si quieren mirarlo, que vengan a mi casa de 9 a 4 y que me traigan regalos porque yo soy la madre. Una mentalidad. Pero fíjense, la mentalidad de ella, no. Yo sigo la ley, cumplo la ley, ¿y cómo la cumple? Siendo obediente, dócil, humilde, con un corazón sincero y amable. Y ahora le toca a usted y a mí seguir cumpliendo con esa ley. Decir, ¿yo de veras tengo que hacer esto? Yo de veras tengo que ser obediente con esto, tratar de limitarlo. Esto es una buena enseñanza para nosotros. Y el otro aspecto, familia, sí, Jesucristo se presenta en el templo, pero ante todo el templo más grande es el templo que representa no una pared, sino una persona, que nosotros somos el templo del Espíritu Santo. Y ese templo hay que cuidarlo mucho, familia. Hay que cuidarlo mucho. María y José son los que llevan a Jesucristo al templo. Y ahora usted y yo somos los que llevamos a Jesucristo al templo de aquel que tiene sed, de aquel que está triste, de aquel que está olvidado, de aquel que necesita que se le limpien sus lágrimas por el dolor que está viviendo. Y entonces sí, la presentación de Jesús en el templo sí es grande. Si lo dejamos a un nivel así, la Virgencita, San José diciendo, esta sí es una fiesta en grande. Esta es una fiesta donde hay regocijo y nosotros vamos a estar más grandes, más altos que esas velas o que esas velas que están aquí enfrente de nosotros. Que esta celebración sea para nosotros muy grande. También hoy celebramos el Día Mundial de los Consagrados. Los sacerdotes, las monjitas, donde celebramos y le damos gracias a Dios por darnos las gracias de vivir como Dios manda. Lo que es nuestra castidad, la pobreza y la obediencia. Y por eso le damos gracias a Dios para que nos siga dando todas las bendiciones necesarias.